going on, everybody? Welcome into What You Heard Reviews.
Yes. We are back with another fire review for That Tail No Sonic. Make sure you subscribe to become part of the tribe. Do us right. Hit that like and comment because you're rocking with the content. Now, we got another one, and we got some real bar spitting,
bro.
hip hop.
Yeah.
For the rappers out there.
Yeah.
We got Mick, Jenkins, the patience.
Yeah, man.
First and foremost, we just gonna dive right into this, and I got it. Don't worry about it. Is it a project?
Is it a project?
Goddamn right, it's a project.
It's a project. Yes, it is.
This man, Mick Jenkins, was like, hey man, you gotta rap for your life or you die. Like legit, you gotta rap or you die. And Mick Jenkins was like, say less. I got this. Comes out the gate, Michelin star, and from then on, it's just a showcase of putting together these bars, okay? Bars. Ridiculous, bro. Like, he's rapping.
He's rapping, dude.
There's some levels of, like, Pharoah Monch in there where I'm like, yo, he sound just like Pharoah Monch. That's crazy. Yeah. Then he's got some laid back where he's still, it's super dope. You want to listen to some rap? Mm-hmm. This is where it's at.
This is where it's at, man. And I agree with you 100%. The patience, it's the through line throughout. He talks about it. Even he mentions he'll say patience somewhere in a bar, and he'll move on and he'll talk about other things. Amazing, man. And then at the very end, he has a little piece where he's talking, and he's talking about patience, man. Like what the struggle with patience. I gotta have a little bit more patience. Going through some stuff. Have a little bit of patience. I really like that, man. It's a project through and through to me.
And it dives right into the next category, which is flow. The flow is very well done on this, even with the features. I felt like the features were sprinkled just right. You got a little bit in the beginning, a little bit in the middle, a little bit at the end. And the features were just right for the songs they were on.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, dude, because I we'll get into that, I think, with standouts, because I got a couple standouts with features.
For sure.
In particular. And I love, and we hear it every so often, right? Like, I think it's a 50-50 shot, right? Mm-hmm. Where some feature comes on to somebody else's project, and it's hit or miss, right?
Right.
Like, you're like, man, I can't wait to hear this person, and then you're like, hey, it was all right, and it's just because it's not talking bad about the other artist. It's just you're trying to slide them into something that's maybe not necessarily their groove,
right?
Their the way they write,
the way
whatever,
they attack it, right? Yeah, for sure.
So, again, everybody on this album does a fantastic job.
Job.
They're not competing with each other necessarily. No. They both have fantastic bars and verses.
Yeah.
It's done beautifully.
Yes. 100%.
Flow's great. So let's get into standouts.
Let's get into standouts, man.
I'll go first, man.
Yeah.
I think, you know what, man? I love Michelin stars. I love the way this starts. But I'm not going to put that as my standout. I'm going to go to the next one, which is Show and Tell. It's okay. You can't have to say what, bro. You can't have to say what.
No, I'm with you, though.
Show and Tell is fire, bro.
Fire.
It is so good because Michelin stars set you up, right?
It does. It really does. Great way to start an album.
Yes, and it's just bars, bro.
Yeah.
He's like coming out the gate, just bars.
Yeah.
And you're like, yes, give it to me. And I like that he doesn't really waste your time either.
No.
I want to say that too. But Show and Tell comes on, and then it's Freddie Gibbs.
Gibbs.
Bro, I just it's
so effortless how he's
good.
Like,
it's so good.
Like how I'm trying to figure out how to not pause this at some point, but it's so effortless how he attacks it. On the, I think it's like this. It's not even really second verse. It's kind of like a little bit later than a second, but he flows into the hook and then starts killing him with the bars, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Next one will be Smoke Break Dance. And I love
Dirty bastard.
Dude, we can have the
I
same
know.
But anyways, this is featuring Jid. Again, talk about what the person that you want on this track is Jid. And even the way Mick Jenkins is rapping on here kind of mirrors what Jid can do. You know what I mean? Like his style. Oh my dude, it's fire. Go ahead.
Crazy. Nah, and here's the thing. This was the dope thing about listening to this album. I did not check out who was on the album.
Oh,
I did not check the track list.
Okay,
I did not check the features. So when I listened to it, it was like I was like, yes. Every time a feature came on, like Freddie Gibbs came on, I was like, yes. Jid came on, it was like, yes. Like every time a feature showed up on one of these tracks, I was like, that makes sense. For sure.
My last standout will be Pasta, dude. And I'm going to tell you why I love Pasta so much.
Bro.
Okay, I don't think I said this yet, and I'm not sure if you did yet. Mick Jenkins' energy is crazy.
Through the roof.
Now, take Pasta and turn it up to level 12.
Right.
That's what Pasta is. He starts spitting bars, right? And it's just, he's going. And then it's this growl that I want to cuss so bad, man.
Right.
It's like he's almost growling at the middle, right?
Legit.
You know, just punching you in your face, man.
Right.
Man, you know, and you just listen, you're like, yes!
Right.
And then it's it kind of has like this little part in the middle, and then he just keeps going, and then it kind of comes down and then relaxes you out of it.
Yep.
Dude, it is done so beautifully done. Go listen to Pasta, man.
Yes.
It's so good.
So I agree with you. Show and Tell, Smoke Break, Dance, and Pasta are all fire. I'm going to add to that list. Guapanese is so dope to me. Mm-hmm. Basically, he's saying we talking about money, but it's the way he's doing it. Now, if you are even a sub fan of Mick Jenkins, you know that he mixes a little bit of conscious rap, while still remaining kind of relevant in the new sound, right? And that's what I've always really liked about Mick Jenkins. Guapanese is another example of that. Mop, the next track, fire. It just, and what I like about this is that there's different elements as far as the production goes. And every beat's a little bit different without taking away from the rest of the project. My third standout would be Roy G. Biv.
Okay, interesting. Because this is, I was curious if you were going to go here, because I like this song, but I feel like it could have done a little bit more with this song.
I really like.
What is it about this song that you like?
I like.
Because he is talking to, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, right? And he does talk about color in there, but I was like, when I was like, man, I want him to go red.
This is why it's
maybe
dope.
I was expecting something
else. This is why it's dope, because if you listen to the bars, right?
Oh yeah, there's
if you no, and then you go back and you're reading the title and you're like, Roy G. Biv, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And then you go, oh Lord Jesus.
True.
Colors.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then
you
you go back and listen to it, and then there's this kind of smoothness to this track too.
Yes,
there's a very nice, because he's aggressive over a lot of the songs, which is not a bad thing, because he's really rapping, but there's a little bit of smoothness, little bit of storytelling, and the message is incredible on Roy G. Biv. So yeah, those are my three, man.
Dope, man. Dope. Replayability is high on this, man, for me.
It's dope, man. I actually feel like I need to spend more time with it,
bro. Okay,
and as a positive,
right?
Like, because there's some messaging in here that's super fire.
There's a lot of bars in here.
A lot of bars.
You mentioned that in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Like rapping,
rapping,
and you want to hear everything, right? And
right.
As we're listening to multiple projects, Now, I've listened to this project, I don't know, 4 times, maybe?
Okay, yeah, about the same.
You know, and so you get a good understanding of what this project is, right? But it is one of those, dude, that I agree with you. You want to go back because you're like, let me hear exactly everything, you know, and then maybe pick a song, you know, and kind of just kind of go, let me run that back. Let me run that back.
For
because
sure.
I typically don't do that when we're reviewing. I kind of just front to back.
Yeah.
And then, you know, kind of get a good understanding of what the scores. But anyways, vibe check, man. Is it a vibrant thing?
It's a vibrant thing, man, for sure.
Oh, yeah. It's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe, man.
Y'all heard
It's
it?
a great project, man.
It's a dope project.
It's a great project.
For sure.
And let's get the scores, man. To me, it's a 9 for me.
I'm right there with you.
It's a 9, bro.
It's not quite a 10, and only because I feel like it could be taken up just a level higher. I don't know how to explain that. It just doesn't feel like a 10. Because
it's close.
It's
really close.
It's very close.
I will say one thing, dude. During the middle of, so you got 007
and
2004 are probably the weakest tracks to me.
And they're not bad, but
no.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. If you take those 2 out.
Well, not even take them out. Because they're short, right? They're like a minute 57, you know. And he's just rapping, and they're good. Don't get me wrong, they're good
for sure, 100%.
I almost feel like those 2 almost need a feature. You know, either like an R&B joint or you know another hip. I don't know, man.
That's what's kind of, you know what it is, and
all.
I hate to be that guy, but it is kind of missing that nice smooth R&B cut.
Just one, bro.
Just one.
Yeah. It would have been really cool to have just one on here, bro. Like, and not super soft or anything.
Nah. He could have still been rapping. Like, it still would have worked.
Cool and vibey.
For sure.
Bro. Anyways, that's why it's a 9. You know what I mean?
Good point.
It's really cool.
I'm with you. I got that same score, man. 9.
Cool. Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
You guys stay safe. You guys stay positive out there.
As always, it's all about what you heard.
Peace.